Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new, make sure that you subscribe, that way you'll never miss out on another pick a card reading. I do one on my channel every single Friday. Every now and then I put up like a collective reading, but I've been doing these for years, every single Friday, and I just can't stop. And you guys seem to be loving them too. So with that being said, I'm gonna have you pick a pile number or a crystal. So the message for today is something that you really need to hear from your guides. So we're going to be pulling from them in order to find out what they need to say to you, something that you really, really need to hear right now. All right, so pile number 1 is the black heart. This is black obsidian. Pile number 2 is the citrine. Pile number 3 is the pyrite. Pile number 4 is the rose quartz. So let's see which one is drawing you in, which one is calling out to you. And while you guys choose, I want you guys to know that my Etsy shop is back up. And I'm really excited, and I've been getting a lot of you guys supporting and ordering, and it's really fun, and I'm just very excited. So if you guys want to visit, the link is down below. But with that being said, let's get into your reading. Something you need to hear. Pile number 1, I have not seen the cards yet, so I'm just going to be reading it right alongside with you. Something that you need to hear is that there is this period of transformation ending. I feel like you were going through something where it felt like, you had sunken into this really dark pit, and then you got stuck in it. And now it's the ending phases of that. And there was this point where you had become isolated, and something you really need to hear right now is it's not the time to isolate yourself. This is not the time to retreat. This is a time for you to embrace the changes that happened in your life very recently, I feel like, and it's just time for you to make new goals. I just looked at all the cards. Yeah, there was justice for something. I feel like a lot of you, there was like a court thing, something with legal matters that just, it's in its ending phases right now. And for a lot of you, there's just kind of this karmic balance going on where you might just see justice happening in and around your life. Like you might see somebody did you wrong, and then you hear like something happened to them, So it might be something like that where you kind of just find a little bit of closure and justice, and like the scales are a little bit more balanced. And that's what this whole like transformation needed to happen, so that you could balance the scales and you can come out of this period of isolation. You can come out of this period of hiding yourself and, keeping everything to yourself, and just becoming really cold. So yeah, another card that we have here is the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is a card of celebration. So right now, like I said, it's not the time for you to isolate yourself. Reach out, like have a celebration, celebrate something in your life, celebrate the ending phases of whatever this was. A lot of you guys picked this, excuse me, I just burped. A lot of you guys picked this black heart, black obsidian heart, and I feel like you created this layer around your heart, this wall, and you don't need to do that. You don't need to isolate yourself anymore. Do you see how it's really funny? 3 and 3. There's a transformation of an energy in your life, and I don't want to say it's happening. I want to say that it already happened, and I feel like you needed to hear that look, it's done, or it is in its ending phases, and you will be okay, and it's time for you to celebrate. Go have drinks with your friends, or your sister or brother, or like, your siblings, or your partner, like, or not even if you don't drink, you can go, I don't know, just walk around the park with them, just hike or something, just do something where you're just enjoying yourself and their company and just enjoying the environment around you. And I feel like I want to tell you, have it something to do with food. I feel like maybe you guys can have like a little barbecue or like a get together, and it's going to be a really good time. There's this calling, and you really need to hear this, that you need to embrace and invite more joy and delight into your life. Open your heart back up to it. And that's the whole message of these two right here. You need to open your heart back up into enjoying things again. Look at this. Make a vision board. You're being asked to make a vision board. New goals, new plans, new things you want, new manifestations you want to put out there. Just get inspired about your life again. I feel like a lot of you guys just really, really needed to hear somebody tell you that you deserve to get inspired again about your life. Like, you deserve to enjoy it and you deserve to be happy in it. Engage with the experiences you have. Like, don't just shut yourself out from living. And the last card that comes up for you guys is this Eye of Horus card. So here's what the image looks like. And it's really pretty. And then what it says on the back is, the Eye of Horus brings divine perception, protection, and insight. You're gifted with certain spiritual abilities, including divine sight, that now are awakening and growing. You have much divine support and protection so that you may grow your abilities and serve others with your divine gifts. See, you cannot do that if you just isolate yourself. Trust your perception and know that you are divinely protected. Yeah, this all happened, I feel like, for a reason. I also feel like there's going to be like for some of you, they're legal matters, court cases, some kind of documentation that goes through that you're going to really, really celebrate. Yeah, so that is going to be your reading. That is something that you guys really, really needed to hear today, or whenever you stumble across this reading. This is a timeless reading. If you guys want to book a reading with me, go ahead and do so. I have my email in my description box. That is my only email, and that is the only place where I will give you information and pricing about the readings, and then we just move forward from there. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye. All right, pile number 2, everybody that picked the Citrine crystal. I have not seen your cards yet, but let's get into your reading. Something that you really, really need to hear is right now, there is this energy of like you being really recognized. Like somebody is, or it's like a group of people that are really acknowledging your work, your accomplishments, your achievements. There's people praising you, thinking good thoughts of you. And I also see like some kind of reward coming, like for business or career or financial, something where you're getting publicly recognized for something. So you might receive an award, or you might receive a bonus or something like that, because somebody's looking at you. Somebody likes what you are doing, what you're achieving, how you are working, and also the accomplishments in your life. Like people see, people recognize, people look at it. If you guys hear that, that's my dog Clouds. I think the mailman is here. But the next card is the King of Pentacles, and this is somebody who reaches earthly materialistic possessions real quick. Like, you know how to invest your money, you know what to do with money, I feel like a lot of you guys need to hear this. You don't give yourself enough credit for how smart you truly are in whatever this is for you. Like, people see your talent, people see your ability, people see your knowledge, people see your passion for this. And so with this, I see a lot of you making money, like income, wealth. There's success here. There's opportunities here. There's collaborations, networking, and you know how to do all this. You know how to speak. When it comes to this, like, you're very confident, and the confident exudes, like, you glow in confidence because you just have put in the hours in this, whatever this is, that other people recognize it. Now, the next card is the Gates of Triumph. Success expands in your life. What were we just talking about? Success, which is really funny because the Citrine crystal is a crystal of success, of wealth, of achievement, of manifestation, of happiness. It's associated with the sun, and the sun is something that grows things, nurtures, warms up, provides growth and all that stuff. So I feel like a lot of you guys may feel like you're stuck somehow, but the success is coming. Something you really need to hear is that I feel like when it comes to this thing, you are very confident and passionate, and you know what you're talking about, and you know all that stuff, but you don't believe that about yourself, or you don't, I don't know, I feel like you hide that aspect of yourself somehow, but you shouldn't. Look at this card right here. Look to the stars. Very interesting. So I want you guys, something you really need to hear from the cards and the spirits right now is you need to make a wish. You need to make a wish. This is the time, like, just even pause the video and do it right now. Let me show you why. Do you see where this wishing star is shooting to? Right into the citrine. So if you guys have a citrine crystal, get it out, make a wish on it and keep it with you. Make a wish on it and keep it underneath the moon. And then keep it with you. Success is about to pour into your life. And you are just going to, materialistically, financially, and everything is going to be amazing. And also, you're going to be attracting attention too. The next card that we have here is this right here. That's the image of the card. But when we flip it over, you get your message. And the message for you guys right now is the Temple of Carnelian. It's time to trust in your own boldness and courage. See this card right here. Taking risks that feel true to your heart and engaging in practices that make you feel truly and genuinely alive, embodied, and more of yourself. Even if not always comfortable. Yeah, I feel like you're not really comfortable with attention and praise and stuff like that. They're going to help you live the life you were born to live. So it is a little bit of the time to step away from a comfort zone, which is why you see the gates right here. You're kind of on this side. And something you really need to hear right now is that you are walking towards the outside of this little dark area, and you're not so comfortable doing that because you just got so used to your comfort zone. But you're going to do it. You're going to walk through those doors, and it's going to be very beneficial for you financially, like job, career-wise. The next card we have here is healing. Now, healing is upside down. Now, that's very interesting. I feel like sometimes we get stuck in a phase of healing. Like, we just kind of get stuck. Like, okay, I'm going to do some shadow work, or I'm going to, journal about this, or I'm going to talk to my therapist about this situation and blah, 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 whatever, right? But then you get stuck in it, you dwell on it, and you go down like a negative spiral, or maybe you just get stuck in there. And so I feel like that's kind of where you were. You got stuck in your comfort zone. And because of that, you kind of prolonged your healing. And I feel like a lot of you guys need to heal that aspect of yourself where you're afraid to speak publicly, or like give a speech, or like just talking in front of a lot of people too. Because I feel like that's something that a lot of you are going to be doing a lot, and somehow it's going to be making you a lot of money. The next card that we have here is guidance, but it did come upside down, and I'm going to take it upside down because here what I'm getting is that you might be getting the wrong guidance. You see this girl right here? She's like longing to go outside the gate. She's like longing to go outside. She's looking right out there. Meanwhile, this figure right here is just kind of just what I'm seeing is like hovering over your star, like your stars. Like, we all each astrologically have different things in our charts, and so we are going to be specific ways, and our traits and our characteristics and all that stuff. And so with somebody hovering over you and constantly telling you what to do, or criticizing you, or always in your head, and it's just, they're like clouding up your chart. You know what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense? And you are not able to be yourself, and really get all that praise and attention that you deserve. The last card that comes up for you is the burden. Now, this card comes upside down, and I'm really, really excited that it came upside down because this is a card where you're releasing that burden. You're walking away from it. You're walking away from those very things. Another thing I want to say is the very things that scared you, you are going to be like overcoming these things. Like these things were fears in your head. And now you're going to realize these were not actual real fears, and you're going to go straight towards financial success. And that's something you guys really, really needed to hear right now. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to book a personal reading with me, my information is down below. That's my only email, and that's the only place that you'll get a hold of me for contact information or for pricing for the readings. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye. Pile number 3, or everybody that picked the Pyrite crystal. Let's get into your reading. I have some cat hair. I was just playing with my cat right before I did this reading. I have not seen the cards, but let's get into something you need to hear right now. Ooh, interesting. There is a 7 of Pentacles here. And what that means is there's a blessing about to be coming to your life very, very soon. Very funny how I just played with my cat. And I was just looking at her, and I was just thinking to myself, like, I'm so thankful that I have these 2 cats. They just made me feel so good. I was just looking at them, just admiring them. That's so funny. I feel like nothing is a coincidence in these readings, because we're opening up channels here. We're talking to so many different kinds of energies. And some of you, I feel like there may be pregnancy coming, or like a new business, like a birth of something new. Some of you guys may even find a new pet, or come across a new pet that you adopt, that you were not like expecting. It's like unexpected good news. And it's something that is also like, you're going to be financially stable, financially secure in this. It's like financially everything will be okay. The Devil, but it's upside down. So here what I see is a lot of you guys, you might have been feeling trapped in a situation where it's like you had the keys all along to get out of the cage. Like she has the keys all along. She doesn't have the keys, but the thing is unlocked. But in a lot of these, the Devil card, or like, you know, cards that signify the devil, it's like you have the keys in your hand, but you still don't have either the courage or something to walk out. So here I feel like what you want is right there. You just gotta do it. You just gotta go and grab it. Just get it. What you want is right there. It's too bright. Just turn down that exposure a little bit real quick. Hopefully that's okay. The next card that comes up right now is exhaustion. Oh, okay. So something you really need to hear right now, and this is like all of the energy that we are dealing with right now in this reading table, and your guides and your spirit energies and whoever you work with and stuff like that, they're all like screaming right now, like not screaming in a bad way, but they're just like, you can have everything you want. It's right there. It's on the other side of blank, and blank is different for everybody. For some people, everything you want could just be on the other side of fear. For some of you, everything you want could just be the other side of releasing some sort of trauma. Let me give you an example. Hopefully you guys, I do not like this glare right there. I don't, but you see it's right on the devil, and the other readings didn't even have a glare. That is so weird. Okay, anyways, we're just going to go along with it. And for a lot of you, I see that you weren't moving towards the things that make you happy because you were tired, you were exhausted, or maybe you were in a situation that made you tired, or maybe you were around people that made you tired, around a person that made you tired. It's just this like energy where you were just like, oh, I don't even have the strength to go do this. Like say you want to move and you want to buy a new house, but then every time you go try to look up a good real estate agent or a good agent or this information or this paperwork that you need, you're already tired and you're like, I'll do it tomorrow or something like that. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting from a lot of you guys. Putting off your own stuff because you're tired. for whatever reason. So that is something that I feel like a lot of you need to work on a little bit. You know, look at where your energy goes. Look at what you're feeding your energy to. Look at who is taking your energy the most. And, you know, is it beneficial to you that they take this much of your energy? Are you getting anything in exchange? Are they helping you? Are they, you know, are they there for you just like you are? All these things come into play. And I do feel like a lot of you guys are dreaming of this constantly. You guys are dreaming of this love story, this love of a lifetime. But the pyrite right here is telling me a different story, where some of you guys, I feel like you need to pay more attention to yourself. Like, when was the last time you pampered yourself? When was the last time you did something really, really good for your body? Whether that was like take yourself out or go out to eat something really good, or make something, cook something really, really good and healthy, or take a bath, or get a massage, or get a manicure, pedicure, you know, whatever it is that you like to do. Go for a swim, go for a hike, go for a walk. But for me, this is not about those kind of things. It's more about something aesthetic, something about the way you look. So a lot of you, I feel like you're not putting yourself out there because you feel some type of negative energy about the way you look. Like, you are negative to yourself, criticizing yourself about a certain way that you look. And that's not fair. That's not right. Because you are stopping yourself from everything you want. It's right there. I'm telling you. And a lot of you, I feel like sometimes are way too tired to fix yourself up. Like, you just wear any comfortable clothes you find and then you're out the door. Like, a lot of you, I feel like, neglect self-care. You know, do you treat your hair nice, or is it really, really dry and frail? What about your under eyes? Do they look fresh and hydrated, or do they look like raccoon eyes like sometimes mine do? I feel like there's this energy. Something you need to hear is to pay more attention to yourself, your looks, your beauty, your aesthetic, your nails, your skin, your hair, your feet, all this stuff. Like, you know, all your chakra systems, all those parts of your body, your heart, your chest, your belly button, everything. Like, is your belly button clean? We need to pay attention to our bodies. And right now, I feel like that's the block that is, it's one of your biggest blocks right now to getting this energy that you so longingly dream about. This is whether you're in a relationship or not. There's a love story that you are just yearning for. Whether it's, you know, even in your own relationship, you are yearning for, you know, a specific thing or an energy or more communication or whatever it is, right? So it doesn't have to be if you're single or not single. This reading is kind of hitting everybody. And then look at this card right here. The Lovers. The amount of energy of the Lovers is insane. And so look, something you really need to hear is there is a love story here coming in. Whether you're single or in this relationship already, there's a love story that may have become extremely exhausted, have been tested and tried to its limits. And you are afraid to get back into it. Get back into it. The cards are saying, and you need to hear this, there is a glow up here of this relationship. There's a glow up of you. There is a glow up of the energy around your relationship. And this is specifically romance and love. But that energy that you cultivate will seep into all the other areas of your life. And then look at this. Wandering path. Enjoy the journey. So stop paying so much attention to the end result. That's another thing that we need to hear right now. You're dreaming about all this stuff, and then you just keep kind of getting frustrated when it's not happening as quick as maybe other people or as you expected. So just enjoy the journey, okay? Just enjoy. What is it called when you go on a road trip? The funnest part is the drive there, right? So the next card is aromatherapy. Use scent. Something you need to really hear right now is use scent. Redo, maybe get yourself some new perfume, new essential oils, candles. Smell. Use smell to change the energy around you and within you and on you even. The last card is this. This card has a message on the back, but the image here is of this lady holding a bird. I think it's a falcon. But the message for you is divine destiny. The divine warrior is within you, helping you to continue with a worthy path even during times of difficulty. I feel like that's why the devil and the exhaustion card came up. There was some difficulty in a relationship or relationship pattern, or and you just really closed yourself off. But don't do that, because you're missing out on a lot of things. When faced with a challenge, a true warrior will summon more of him or herself to the cause. It might be by bringing more wisdom, focus, or intelligence, or surrendering into the divine. The warrior within has great inner resourcefulness and determination. So I feel like a lot of you may have even gotten a little bit lazy or complacent. I'm going to put my hand right over the glare. And so now is the time that it's time to change that, because there's far too much for you to gain, for you to just be stuck in this position, in this place. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye. Okay, for everybody that picked pile number 4, or the rose quartz wand, let's get into what you need to hear right now. I have not looked at the cards yet, so I don't know what's going to come up for you guys. Let me zoom you in just a little bit so you can see better. First card is the 10 of Wands. You know what? As soon as I flipped this card over, I felt the energy of this card in my body. Did you hear that big breath of relief that I had to do? Like, I can feel. This card is so funny. So it's somebody that is kind of carrying back a heavy load. But I understand it's a heavy load, but it's kind of like this lady right here, right? She's a mermaid, and she is carrying this big ass load on her back wherever she's going. But what she's gonna do with that is probably go build something, build like a house, or like maybe protection, a little wall or something. So it's this heavy load that you feel is so heavy, it's actually a resource. But I do understand it's really heavy. It's kind of like, for me, this is kind of like, it seems like this is how I would feel when I go to buy a house. It will be a really heavy load. I have heard from so many people, like, it's sometimes very stressful and stuff like that. But at the end of all that, you get your own house. The dwelling, the property, the land beneath your feet is yours. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here, is you really needed to hear that. That it is probably a little bit of a heavier load, but watch, there's a reason, like this is a resource. This is it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad load. It's just a big one on your shoulders, The next card that comes up is, I'm not taking any cards upside down for this reading. I have my cat hair all over. I apologize for that. I'm going to be washing this. But they like to come and walk around and sit here and stuff. And I really love that, because I feel like they bless my table. From this deck, when this card comes up, this is my spirit guide. He's like a shark god. And this shows me his presence, and that, wherever you are headed with this heavy burden on your shoulders, that you feel like it's a heavy burden, there's somebody there waiting for you. And I feel like it's your guides, your spirit guides. A masculine one, like a very protective one, a bold one, like a warrior, like a Shiva, or like a male ancestor. They are waiting where you're going. They're waiting there for you. They're expecting you. And as soon as you get that, as soon as you get there, that load, that heavy burden that you feel like is such a heavy burden on your shoulders, they're going to take it from you. And you, at the end result, are going to be enjoying what it is that where you were headed, what you were carrying all of this for. You're going to enjoy the fruits of your labor. And there's guides and ancestral energy, really, really good energy waiting for you. They're cheering you on. They know you're going to make it. They know you're going to reach them. The next card that comes out, look at this, patience. Don't rush it. If she just rushes this, she might lose the sticks. They might fall off. She might injure herself. Don't rush this. Have patience. You will get there. And that's something you really needed to hear. Meanwhile, take care of yourself, your body. For a lot of you guys, I feel like you are mothers, and this is something like maybe you're pregnant, and it like, you know, sometimes some people's pregnancy is a little harder than other people's. So, you know, for some people, I can see that this could be like some of your children are finally moving out. And you get to not reconcile, but you get to like rev and spice up your relationship with your partner because the kids are not there. So I feel that for some of you, and what you need to hear is that it's perfectly fine to enjoy that moment, you know? I know like a lot of mothers, it's really hard when the kids move out and stuff. So what is being asked of you, something you really need to hear that they're telling you is just embrace that moment, enjoy it. This is time for you. You were carrying a heavy load and it is done, and now it's time for you to enjoy something without that baggage on your shoulders and on your back. The next card is First Light, beginning a new cycle. Where you're headed, it's something new. Again, we have the nest with eggs, so babies, children, something like that. Like for a lot of you, it's an opportunity to get pregnant. You know, maybe you were trying to get pregnant for a long time. Now you are going to get pregnant. And so that heaviness is over. It's like maybe some of you were dealing with infertility. But the spirits and the guides are there. They're going to help. And it just seems like a period of, there was a lot on you. Like maybe a lot of tasks, a lot of work, a lot of studying, a lot of just physical work that you had to do. But I feel like something that you really need to hear is that it's not, you're not going to be doing that for too long, because you're just not. The way that he's standing right there, it's just like they won't let you carry that heavy ass load for way too long. But for a specific amount of time, there are certain things that you need to kind of like get over, the hurdles and the struggle and the obstacle, which you will. The next card right here is, before we get into this card, let's get into the rose quartz wand. It's very funny. Rose quartz is a crystal of unconditional love. It's very feminine, soft, nurturing, beautiful, like very feminine, right? And then it's in the shape of a wand, which to me reminds me of a phallus in this reading. So it's a feminine energy within the phallus. That's what I see here. And so I feel like you are doing the work, or whatever is, you know, on your shoulders right now. It's something that you feel like maybe like the opposite of what you should be feeling. This is not a bad thing. That I kept saying that in the beginning of the reading, but I feel like you should be feeling, or you feel like you shouldn't be the one with this burden. That's what my brain is all over the place. You feel like you should not be the one carrying all this weight by yourself. But you are. I feel like a lot of you guys are carrying the weight of two people. Like a lot of you guys are carrying the weight of two people, carrying the weight of, you know, things that you never even imagined yourself doing, but you're doing it. And so keep doing it. There's a reason you're doing it. Okay. This is the front of the card, but on the back of these cards, I really like that they have a specific message. So here's the front, and then the back is the Temple of Lapis Lazuli. Your soul is very ancient and holds the wisdom of star peoples from civilizations with unique high vibrational awareness that can help humanity transition from a culture based in fear to a love-based community. Funny, that's interesting. You are here on this planet to be you to the fullest extent possible. Then you will help heal human culture so that the planet may thrive. So you're probably going through something where when you talk about your story, it's going to help so many people. It's going to inspire so many people. Other people are going to need to hear your story so that they can, you know, accomplish good things like you did. And for you to let them know that sometimes things get hard, sometimes things get heavy, but that's okay. You still push through and you still do it. Another thing is that she might be carrying this heavy load to go help somebody else. Like what I like, you know, when there's like hurricanes and stuff like that, there's people that go do physical labor just to help, just to volunteer to help. So they're carrying all this heavy load for someone else, but it's for the good. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what came up in that. I love those cards. The next card for you is to read. So you're being called to read more. There is some information out there for you that will make this heaviness a lot lighter. So look for books, articles regarding like what it is that you're experiencing, what it is that you're going through, where you're headed, you know, what is your challenge, what is your obstacle. Look it up, read about it, read other people's success stories. Go on YouTube and type it in, like look at other people's success stories videos. Read manifestation stories, get your vibe up, get your vibration high. So yeah, I want you to comment down below, what is your favorite book, by the way, and why? And then the last card that comes up is control. So you need to release control here. And I think reading is going to help you so much, like reading other people's stories, or even reading back to your old journal entries. So that is going to be your reading. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Bye.